Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Then we see PCE today. What happens? Very interesting. News comes, and you have to hit the news fast. And we did it. We bought NVIDIA puts, and we sold NVIDIA puts. Now, somebody asked me last night, they're like, Sam, why didn't you hold NVIDIA? You had the news. The news said, they're going to ban some chips to the Middle East. And I'm like, NVIDIA is the strongest stock in the market. The only reason you would short it because you thought it was going to completely break down. We didn't think it would break down. We thought it would go down and it would test 1100, which it did, and now it's popping. So we sold them, took almost a double, and they went all the way to $8 from $2, but that's called trading. But this is why Sam does better, because it's okay to sell it. I mean, look at Dell. Dell we bought yesterday, the day before, at $4.40 and it went to $6. So why wouldn't you sell it? Now, here's the thing. Depending on if you're playing with profits and where you are in your account, you can hold it or you can sell it. If you're trying to build up in your small account or you're just starting, you surely don't hold stuff. MDB, why do we buy MDB? Because the PE, they're starting to look at some PEs, okay? And MDB PE is as stupid as they get. Quite possibly one of the dumbest PEs and dumbest company PEs that is out there. They were supposed to make 40 cents. So let's say they make 50 cents, and they did make 50 cents. You times it by 4, and you get $2. You get $2, and you times it by 150, and you get 300. That's where it was. So it's 150 PE. That's like crazy for what the market's trading at. Okay? So it would have had to make $1. Even at $4, if they would have made $1 and it would have been $4, I mean, at 30 PE, that's still only 120. So that's why we bought puts, okay? Now, it's way lower, but think about what this company did. They changed from a subscription model to a usage model because this is what all these people do. And this is so crooked. They're trying to make more money, and then they get effed. They get effed. I mean, think about this. I mean, I'm just waiting for all these cable companies that have been telling you for years, oh, you're using unlimited internet with Spectrum? We're going to charge you per usage. And at some point, the usage doesn't work out for them, and they get screwed. I mean, this is MDB. I mean, Snow's next. Snow's as crooked a company as there is. CEO, complete moron. Complete moron. Look, Google hires a lot of good people, but they're not all geniuses. Some of them are just not meant to be CEOs, and they're dumb. UPST. The CEO misses by what? He missed by $300 million. He missed, $30 million. He missed by $30 million. How do you even barely miss by $30 million? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, just have the company buy its own product or something. You don't do that. Okay? CRM guides down. He barely guides down, and the stock's down massive. And we bought those 3 times. And 3 times people sent me messages and said, Sam, why are you selling? It's going to go lower. Absolutely. But look where it is today. We bought the 215s, 1.5 to 3. So bought them again, 1.5 to 3. And if it opens here and stays here all day, they're 0. It's trading, guys. This is trading. Okay? Dell, things that don't make sense to me. Okay? Things that don't make sense to me. Here, PC is going to come here in a minute. Explain to me how everybody you're going to have an AI factory, everybody's going to go to Dell and all this other stuff, and your backlog doesn't go way up. Something very wrong happening with certain companies. Now, Dell has been shit for, I used to play Dell in 91. So how many years is that? for 30 years, Dell has been shit. Okay? Interesting, right? Now, it shouldn't be way down here, but it is. It is what it is, and now it's in 4 to 6 week avoid, right? NOW. The CEO did not come out and say anything, and he let the stock drop 85 points. That's all you need to know. He didn't defend his stock. Wow. Microsoft can't get through 430. SMCI working lower. Now you know, but SMCI, another one, 4 to 6 weeks. I'm telling you, the thing is almost 99% accurate. It just is. Meta can't go. Interesting. Coin, MicroStrategy. See if MicroStrategy takes off today, then we see. And we'd love to see MDB go all the way to 200, because what they did is they lowered guidance to $2.30. You times it by 30, right? So let's just say it's 250, and we'll give it a 40 PE. It's easy math. 250, it's a quarter times 4 is 100, right? So 250, so it's 100. The stock shouldn't even be 100. It should be less than $100. Jesus. I mean, and then we see. Okay? Hopefully we get 40 on them, and that would be nice, right? That would be nice. But all about the PCE here. If the PCE is low and the market rips, they're going to rip NVIDIA through 1165. Now, here's the one thing I'll tell you about NVIDIA, okay? NVIDIA opened the week at 1164. It closed at 1064. Closed at 1064 last Friday, right? And the 1100s were $5. They went to $7 at the close, and they went to $60 from $7. If NVIDIA were to close under 1064, technically, it's an outside week. The price of the stock is lower for the whole week, while it's been higher for the whole week. That would be as negative an indicator that I have seen on NVIDIA in the last 6 months. Haven't seen that in 6 months. Now, I'm not saying it closes under 1064. I'm just telling you, be aware. This is why Sam is better than everybody else, because he tells you both sides. I don't think it's going to happen, but it can happen. Okay? And then we see. Okay? And that's what we know. PCE's coming. PCE, I actually think it's going to be okay. So we'll turn it up here. If you guys see it right away, just type it in. You guys hear me, right? You do hear me? Nobody's typing anything. Say hello. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so that's what we know. First Solar set up very nice. If and when it can get through 288, it can get to 300 plus. Enphase tried to go yesterday, but the market took it down. ARM tried to go, market took it down. GME, think about GME. This thing is doing hundreds of millions of shares, and the price can't move. Somebody manipulating it? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Lam Research just sitting there, and ASML had a nice pop yesterday at the end of the day, all the way to 968. Now it's just kind of sitting. And this is all about 1020. And do they get the news? Okay. And then we see. Would love to get $40 on MDB. We didn't buy a lot. We only bought 50. Only put in 10 grand. And we only had 10 in on Dell too, because we only bought 20. And that's it. And why? Because everything wasn't acting right, so you buy less of everything. That's what you do. Ordinarily I'd had 150 of MDB and would have made a killing. Well, we're still going to make a killing. 200K, not bad, right? But it's okay to go slower. When things are things chilling. Yesterday, the other message I got, Sam, why'd you sell NVIDIA? It popped. But we bought it at 10 and went to 14. Then it went to 18. Then when it went to 13, we just sold it. Said, okay, we're good with 3 points. It's okay to be good with 3 points. And today, does it get to 10, 11.50? Probably not. Here we go. Hold on. Let's see. Give it a second here. Okay, hold on. It's coming here in a minute. Should be up. Let's see. SPX is up 4. SPX is up 7. It's got to be good. SPX up 6. Hold on a sec. I don't. 0.2. It's 0.2.
Yeah, it looks like personal income.
Hold on a sec.
On target at 0.3%, versus March, which was not revised down. I expected it would be, but came in 0.5 as
0.3 versus 0.3. NVIDIA pop.
Price index at 0.3. That is spot on with the prior month.
Hold on, everything is rocking. SPX a little bit better.
0.2% again.
Hold on a second.
Expectations. I told you that the economists have figured out how to do
Up 6. It's not great, but it's not bad. And then we see. Okay.
Year over year.
Here we go.
Price index 2.7 in line with the expectations.
But 2.7 is not bad, right?
Core, however, looks like it is a tick higher. I'm not sure if that's
the core is up a little bit, he's saying.
Versus the price, so no improvement in the core, no improvement in the year over year. I'm guessing I can't calculate this on the fly.
So that's what we're saying. Okay. So that's what we know. Let's get started here. Good morning, everybody. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Hit a grand slam on MDB. MDB, in theory, is still way overpriced. SPX is only up 7, so it's not a huge rise. And if we collapse on techs, if we go lower on techs, the market will go lower. Okay? And wait. Maybe we go lower for a little while. Okay? So that's what we know. SPX up 7 at 7. You got 52 next. 52.52 up. 52.81 up. 5,200 down. 51.51 if we collapse. Avago not moving. Earnings next week, I believe. I actually liked the 1450s again for next week. Then we see on earnings. If they split, probably runs. NVIDIA all the way up to 1126. Right back there. Very nice. See, very nice. 1152, big number. Any close over 1165 would be huge. ASML, better. 981, 991. Lam Research, 982. 1007. BCRM, a little bit better if it gets to 222. Actually, if it gets to 222, I like the 220s for next week down. MDB, you got 226 down, 252 up. GME, if it can take out 26, it could be ready. AMD, pop, you got 168, 171 up, 162 down. First Solar, a little bit better, 288, big number, 288, big number. Enphase, 136, big number. ARM, 126, 128. MicroStrategy, look at MicroStrategy pop. It's at 1,600. This thing can rip 150 today. This may go to 200. It may go 200 today. Let's keep an eye on it. MicroStrategy, coin better, 244, 266. SMCI, almost positive. 853 money back from Dell to SMCI. Isn't that interesting? Set up nicely for next week. Needs to take out 900. If NVIDIA takes out 1165, SMCI set up very nicely for next week. CEO is talking next week. I get this inkling that he's going to guide up early. Okay? NOW, no man's land, ain't doing nothing. CEO needs to come out and say something. Okay? Zscaler flying up 25. You got 188 and then 200. PanW lower. You got 291 down, 306 up. CrowdStrike way better, 336 up, 341. Our SMLR stock, somebody asked about that. Where it's up 30, it's about 3 points. That's pretty nice. Keep an eye on GME. If GME were to say we're buying Bitcoin, this thing won't stop. It will go, it will go, it will go, and then we see, and then we see, and then we see. Okay? HubSpot, Google is going to buy HubSpot. They're not going to buy HubSpot. Nobody's buying HubSpot if CRM is going down. Nobody's going to do that. So just understand that. Carvana, right back to 100. It couldn't get through this 123, 124 beast. So just put that down. Go write this on your wall. Paint it on your wall. Maybe you go paint it on your bathroom wall. Who knows? Maybe like in the old toilets and the old schools and stuff where you wrote on the walls. Go put this on the wall and when Carvana, Sam says when Carvana takes out 123 with force, it's going to rocket to 152. And maybe it doesn't happen for a year, but in a couple of years, you go into the toilet and you're like, okay, Carvana's ready. That's what we know. That's what we know. NVIDIA looks super strong today. Then we see maybe MDB just collapses. Wow, wow, wow. That's what we know. That's what we know. Everybody have a great day. Chat.